Good morning, Sultan Sassy. Or afternoon. I think it's evening for you. How you doing? What we got going on here? I'm having a hair day, guys. A hair day. I got some things going on. How y'all doing? How you doing today? What's going on? How's your life? Demat, I'm always giving out homework. Arnold, what's going on, man? No, homework's a good thing. Homework's a good thing. You guys, homework's a good thing. We're gonna change this world. We're gonna change this world. Floof! What's up, New Meta? How you doing, buddy? Today we're changing the world, one person at a time. So yeah. I'm so glad that thing works. On my screen, the shout out thing looks so messed up because it basically just comes in code. Does it involve fire? It can involve fire if you really want to. It'd be much cooler if it does. Yeah, I agree. What it does include is giving people basically digital hugs. I'm sorry I'm not going to be painting again today. My neck is wrecked. Still, I'm in a considerable amount of pain today, and you know, it's shifted from my back to my neck, which is good because like I need it to be in a place that I can manage, and with like neck pain, I can do this. Mini Gamer J, are you ready for homework, sir? So yeah, I'm gonna build today. We got these guys. And hopefully soon I'll get some vampires to build. I won't be building any Cursed City because that thing just seems like it's never coming out for anybody who isn't rushing out to give Games Workshop all their money. Let's see here. Let's go to big screen. Where are we at? How we look? We look all right. Besides my hair being crazy as fuck. Got some cool stuff done last week. Oh god, it's progressing like the song. I got my lady Space Marine. Pretty happy with that that little mod there. It's super easy one to do, and I actually think it looks really good. It fits. She's got some attitude. Very excited to paint this up. Once my neck will allow me to move. Yeah, we need it like. There is a way to combine chats, but it is like a lot of things that I am not really ready to do yet as far as like the efforts of making the coding work, because you actually have to like do coding things to make it work. But once it works, it's pretty cool. What's going on, Paint Monkey? How you doing? Are you ready for some homework? Gonna try and run the cats today. What? The cats? What's the cats? Besides, like, actual... Oh, you're going to try to print the cats today. Dude, right on, man. I can't believe that you remembered that. Like, I had totally forgot about that. So that's fucking badass. I appreciate that. I'm very excited to have that. I'm probably going to end up doing 2 Marines for this paint party with the fabulous Marines. You know what? That actually sounds really plausible, Mini Gamer J. I think that is something that, like, especially with Brexit, things are doing different, and you know that they had this thing printed sitting on the shelves for a while. Mappo Mini Painting, what's going on? How you doing? Pre-order schedule's changing. See, they better be. Here, hold on. I think I can copy and paste that and share it for you. Hold on. I know. I'm sorry. see. We'll come over here. Got it. There it is. There it is. Keeping well, mate. I'm doing all right, man. Just neck is really fucked up. Yeah, dude, Discord is always the best place to share all that stuff. And Discord's always the best place to keep in touch because it's about the only place I'm super active in. So, I think Games Workshop is, like, anybody who thinks that they're never going to get a chance to get Cursed City is, like, drinking the Kool-Aid, or so it says. Okay, that's okay. Hey, man, you know, you do you. But I'm all about keeping talking and keeping up with the community here. So they need to make it so it's not a week out pre-orders, especially in Brexit. If they're having troubles getting stuff, it's going to be hard for them to keep up that sort of schedule. You know, we can't Games Workshop, they're like the biggest game company in this space. They need to take that very seriously because everything they do scares everybody. It makes the entire market unstable, and they need to not do that. So you know, like, I would love to get Cursed City. It's the first Warhammer product outside of Underworlds that actually has my attention, you know, and before that it was what's it called? Blackstone Fortress really had me. Yeah, I mean, like, let's just be totally honest. It's coming back. There's no way. You know how expensive it is to make all this stuff? They don't just do a single run of it, you know? They might do a limited edition thing or a limited edition box, but they don't do a single run of it. Yeah, their communications are absolutely the worst, Matt. So, like while it is stressful, I don't buy it one bit, and I won't buy into that hype. And I am not paying $260 for a fucking board game. That, you know, after hearing Guerrilla Miniature Games talk about how many times you have to play to actually get to the end game, it's like you have to play it 17 times. And I'm like, no, I'll never play it 17 times. I don't have any friends to do that, you know? So it's like, why would I do that? It's very weird. So that's where I'm at with that, you know? Like, there's no sense to get all scared and frustrated. You know, you can get frustrated all you want. That's I'm with you there. I'm frustrated too, but I am not going to. I'm not gonna buy into this whole, like, artificial scarcity thing that they're doing. It's just not gonna do it. So, yeah, fuck that. Games Workshop has never put out a product good enough to support that sort of price. Period. End of story. And I'm even talking about the Giant Titans. It's 320 pounds is like over $400, and that there isn't even close to $400 worth of resin. It's like, and I get that they got to make their money off of it, but, like, seriously, give me a break. Give me a break. That's where I'm at right now. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, y'all. Fuck them. Go back to Judgment. See, that's where I'm at, man. Like hang out with a company that that, you know, appreciates you, appreciates you know, your energy and your time, and is trying to be as open and as forward as everything. Which actually kind of goes into my homework today. Are you guys ready for some homework? I'm sure we'll talk about this multiple times because I think it's important. And I think as someone, go buy some Conquest. For $320 in Conquest, you can have an entire, like, super competitive meta army and still probably have some money left over. I'll never restart on the White Lion with our main game. Yeah, right? Fuck that. Yeah, dude, it's super grindy, new meta. Like you have to go over and over and over again into it, and like just watch one review on it and you'll just be like, ugh, god damn. So Mappo, what is Judgment? Judgment is my hobby. What's going on, man? I'm glad that you could come and hang out a little bit. Hey, okay, before we get into like crunchy games and Judgment, let's do homework real fast. Let's do homework. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and conversations with the sauce, watching what is happening with Sir Jacob. If any of you guys, I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with Sir Jacob. You know, like, there's something right now that is happening in the Twitch community that I have been talking about for a year. Like the things that we do on Twitch are not what the old guard set up before us. And you know, like the cool thing about Twitch is it allows people to, you know, support their artists financially instantly. And while the split is really shitty on Twitch, it's a way for you to give money to them, and what you get back in that is a little sub badge, and you get a you know, emote that you can use to kind of show off that you've done it. But really, that's nothing. That, you know, like, you know, at the end of the month that all goes away. So like, truthfully, it gives you a way to support someone that you care about. I was talking with I'm trying to debate on. I get in trouble every time I start dropping names because it makes people uncomfortable, because this community is not really quite ready for it. Okay, so let's just say I was talking with one of my favorite mini painters on Twitch, and there's a hint, dude, that is, yeah, that Bloodborne game, holy shit, Paint Monkey, that's some serious stuff there. She has a Patreon. Her Patreon only has and her and I were talking about it, and she was talking about how hard it was to keep up with making stuff for Patreon. And I have a Patreon that I really can't devote any time to do extra stuff. It's just a way for you, you know, and I say that up front, like, hey, it's just a way for you guys to support me. If I do a video, you'll get a shout out, and there's some discount and some merch. That's it. Like, really, it's just a way for you to support me in the same way that you can support anybody on Twitch. So she was talking about how stressed out she was about not being able to do anything, and I was like, I'm one of your Patreons. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, I would rather just have like updates that you're doing all right, and like a thought out like journal entry, like, hey, you know, this is where my week's been. It's been tough this week. Like, that's something that I personally really like. I want to know that the artist is doing well. And I went to her Patreon just to spy, because she's mentioned something about having only 9 patrons, and I was like, that is fucked up, because she's like 3 or 4 times the size of me on Twitch. Like an amazing artist, and really should be partnered and be celebrated, and people like Games Workshop should be partnering with her, and every like mini printing studio should be partnering with her. You know, like, she is, honestly, I think she's the future of Twitch as far as like the way a community goes. She is one of the best people for the community. And I was looking, I was like, you have 9 Patreons, including myself. That's fucked up. Right, new meta. If you're gonna give money, I'd rather do it through Patreon. I'm fucking with you on that. Same. I give Sam Lins $10 a month, and I don't even watch any of his fucking videos, and I would still give him those $10 a month if he did nothing, because Sam. One of the cool things about like Patreon is that, like, you know, I can pass on my Patreon money to other Patreons. Like that's like an awesome thing. I have this thing, and I can be like, you know, like, I want Sam to get the most out of it, you know, like and so I do I go deeper into people's Patreons, because like I have the ability to do it, and I would do more if I could. Oh my god, I about fell out of my fucking chair. That you guys, that would have been really embarrassing. So it got me thinking, Like, what is this thing? What is this thing that we do here in the content creation world? And like, we entertain people, we give people lessons, but really, we are uniting communities, and we're bringing people together, and that is something that is really, really rare in the world. Like, I don't know New Meta, but I know in a couple months when I'm in Detroit, I'm gonna fucking give New Meta a hug. You know, like, I'm like, I have friends all over the world now because of this thing. And one of the ways that I think us as viewers and supporters of the hobby can do is, if somebody has a Patreon, and like, hands up in chat, how many of you people support a Patreon? At least just one. Like you don't have to do 10. How many of you like give somebody, you know, like $1 a month, or $2 a month, or $5 a month? What is it? So a large chunk of this community, if we had a complex compound, would quickly become this weird self-sustaining organism. DeMatt, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. I know lots of people who support people on Patreon, and like, if your Patreon model is something like a mini printing studio, that's very different. Like, they are making models. They're trying to raise, Salt and Sassy, a couple of them. So here's my homework. Floor hair would get tangled if we never unhug. Oh my god, oh Jesus. Jesus, New Meta, that was fucked up. It'd be like Velcro. So here's the homework. I want all of you guys to, if you support someone on Twitch, YouTube, you know, like YouTube memberships, Patreon, specifically Patreon, I want you guys to write a personal message to them, and I want it to be very, like, short and concise. If you need to do more, but I want you to say, I back you because I believe in you, and I do not expect anything more than you to live your best life. I don't expect tutorials. I don't expect videos. I support you because I believe in you. Because there's something that is happening in this community right now as it's blowing up, and there's new things happening. We are putting pressure on the creators to perform to a certain level, and it's because we don't believe that we have any value. We're just hanging out and painting. Like, why would you guys believe in us? You know, that sort of thing. So what I would like you guys to this is the wholesome homework. Message the people that you believe in, and tell them how much you care for them. Tell them how much your entertainment means, and how well it has done, and that you don't expect everything. You don't expect all sorts of crazy things. Like, it doesn't make your life any better if, you know, like, if you back a Patreon and you never do the stuff that they do on Patreon, then, I mean, you're not making your life better by having those people work hard for you to do that. So just support them. Reach out to them and tell them that they don't have to work so hard to keep your support. Tell them that you're there. Tell them that this community's here. As the Sauce Nation rides on all these new streamers and lifting up people who didn't have any visibility, the community should ride on the people and back them and say, we're here because we love you, not because of what you give us. So please reach out to them. You might fucking make someone's Mappo, dude, you're fucking nailed it. It's amazing how far a positive comment can go. Like, seriously, I'm getting kind of emotional because I get them. You guys do this to me all the time. And it's something that is unbelievable when you're on the other side of it. You never see it coming. You don't know. What's up, Prue Prue? How you doing? You don't see it coming. It's so sweet. And like, it's something that like if you can support an artist doing what they love to do, even if it's not making like even if it's not much money, even if you can't do money, just like telling them that they're worth it and that they don't need to work as hard to keep you here. Because I think that we all have this imposter syndrome, and we're all afraid that everybody's just gonna go. And I've watched this for a year. I've watched the stress make very cool people fucking crash and burn, and I don't want to see that happen anymore. Especially when it's happening to people who are very close to me and I care about. Again, like I said, I'm trying not to say names, but like if there's somebody that you've been wanting to back them, even if it's just for a month. And if you back them, send them that note that says, "Hey, whether I back you for a month or for a year, I need you to know that I believe in you and I don't expect anything for this." And we need to stop leaning on our creators, because they feel like it's a lean even though the viewers don't. The viewers have no idea. So just make sure that the people that you love know that you love them because of who they are, not because what they give you. It's really huge. Go. Where else would we go? Signally, what's going on? All right, I'm gonna read some chat here and go back to this. I love you guys, and I love the support. You guys have made my life more wholesome, and I know that this exists in other places, but I don't think that people understand it. So like, let's make people understand how awesome this is. Malnut, what's going on? All right, so go. Where do we go? Where else do we go? Mikey, I have no idea where else do we go. I've only been in Twitch painting community since February, and it's amazing how supportive everyone is. It is. It's so cool and supportive. Most of my YouTubers are straight up spoonies, and they have so much guilt, and I love them all. Oh, thanks, Prue. I appreciate that. I'm also like been thinking. And I mean this from the heart, have great hair. Heath has great hair. Okay, so like, yeah, this wholesome content, wholesome. Everybody, you don't understand how important it is to someone, you know, especially when they're feeling low, because a lot of people will never say that they're feeling low and don't like asking for help, and you could change someone's a nice message could change someone's life without you even knowing that you did it. And so that's the wholesome homework. Let's change somebody's life without even knowing that we did it, and without asking for validation that we did something. We are here to support, and that's it. That's where we're at. Friendship is forgiveness. Interesting. Is that the name of the podcast, or is that just like the moral of the story? Yeah, I say this all the time. This family's not blood. Yeah, we are our chosen family. I believe that 100%, to Matt. 100%. So, yeah, support the people. Reach out to them. If it's something that you've thought about it, even if you can only do it for a month, just do it for a month and tell them that there's just no pressure. Something about thinking about something wholesome and what it can do for the community. Resident Goose, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Murder Basement. I've never seen your name before, so I hope you're having a good day. You're joining us in a very wholesome conversation, so I hope you're doing well. Friendship is magic. Absolutely. Yeah, that was the sentiment. Yeah. Friendship is forgiveness, for sure. I feel that. It's we live in a cool world, and it's a really interesting time to be here and part of all of this. It's hard. It is a hard world to be. Blood of the Covenant and all. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna swing back around because Mappo, I think someone asked what is Judgment, and Judgment is a game from Gunmeister Games from Australia. They are they've been working on Judgment for like the last 4 years, and it's like an arena MOBA. Confirmed. New meta is a brony. Yeah, have you ever heard any of his chats? They talk like a lot about furry culture. It's pretty impressive. There it is. Judgment is not forgiveness. No, judgment is war. I love Judgment. As far as like mini games go, it is one of the best games I have ever played. Period. It is fun. It is fast. It is crazy. It is and like last Saturday, I had a sit down with Peter from Creature Caster. They are taking a hold of the model making and the U.S. distribution of, I believe the U.S. distribution of Judgment. I would imagine so, and it's just a fantastic, fast, fun game. So like I highly recommend if you have felt like less than enthusiastic about playing games of like Kill Team or something like that. I will say I like Warcry quite a bit. I think that I actually think of Age of Sigmar as actually a just a better game system than 40K. Like on all levels, like all of the games are better than 40K. Give Judgment a shot. It comes out in 2 weeks on Kickstarter, or a week and a half. It is going to be a hell of a rollout. There you can get up to like I think 11 characters in the Kickstarter. It's going to be an awesome. Geeky Taniki, what's going on? Mikey, that is my assumption too. I will be talking with Peter tonight, so I'll ask him about that. Because you know, if it's not them, then they'll find someone else to do it. But I would imagine so. But it's an amazing game, straight up. I love it, and it's a good time. The minis actually gave you good feelings. That is, I mean, like that's awesome. Like the last one that I painted for it, the cradle, the Minotaur aggressor. I believe it's an aggressor. The undead Minotaur. It was awesome. I had a great time painting that up, and some of the things that they're doing, like Judgment had more of like a World of Warcraft sort of aesthetic to it, and so some people were like, "Oh, Creature Caster's aesthetic is not what I like," and like I get that. Like Creature Caster has their own like kind of shit that sometimes is like, you know, I have criticized them on this to their face. It's not me talking shit. You know, sometimes their game is, you know, kind of not. What's going on? Sometimes the shit is just kind of like not good. You know, like they're just like gratuitous, and like I know that that's a little puritanical feeling. Stormcasts aren't for me either. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, that's how that goes. Cool. Oh, hey, I'm glad that you're in it. Prue, are you still stripping models instead of finishing them? That was you, right? Butts and boobs. Now, Mikey, you could be talking about Creature Caster's models with butts and boobs. Or you could just be saying butts and boobs. Either way is fine with me. No, okay. There was somebody, and I thought it was you, that maybe I'm wrong. That somebody made a YouTube comment after I was talking with somebody, and she was like, I have problems finishing models. I get to the end, don't like them, and I strip them and start over again. And I was like, please don't do that. Like make progress. Don't undo your work. Like, you can always like come and change your work later on, but like, don't undo it. There was everybody was like stripping models at that time on Trapped Under Plastic, and I was like, what are you guys doing? Just love your work. I think that's kind of been a one-trick pony for you. You know what? I wish I wish I was good at watercolors and drawing and stuff. We played this game the other night. Oh my god, guys. Get that vaccine. Get that vaccine. Mikey, you're thinking of you. I get stuck in the ass phase. Mikey, I also get stuck in the ass phase. I'm with you. We played this game for two things. Everybody, if you can get a vaccine, if you're healthy enough to get a vaccine, you should get a vaccine. Because I have hung out with friends for the last 2 nights, and we're all of us... I haven't stripped a model yet. I suspect I'm too lazy. You know what? That's a great reason not to undo your work. I love it. Friday night, we had a gathering of friends that we haven't seen each other in a year, and we played this game called Exquisite Corpse. It's an old Dadaism art exercise where you basically come up with like, you fold a piece of paper and you continue someone's illustrations, but you don't show everybody what the illustration is. So like, it just keeps on morphing and morphing the deeper it goes. Awesome time. Really, really fun. And, oh my god, okay. You've been in the ass phase since like you're 15. Oh shit. We love you, Matt. You're not in the ass phase. Like Bruno Mars said, you're amazing just the way you are. So, it was so sweet. I got hugged by a friend who I haven't been hugged by anybody but my wife in a year. And it like rocked me to my core. And like, while I know I'm like said that I'm all right with not giving people hugs, I am not all right with not giving my close friends who I love hugs. Like that's hard. And so I am thrilled for that. So if you can, do it. Buffering. Uh-oh. Are we buffering right now? You need new internet. Oh no. For the 3rd time. Yeah, dude, Paint Monkey, that's the truth right there. Like, just learn from your mistakes and move on. And you know, once you get comfortable, like, I mean, it's not like this one that I had to strip because like the primer was peeling off of it. Like that was unfortunate, and now I have to fucking figure something out because like it just sucks. Hugs are important. Hugs are super important. Way more important than I was giving them credit for. So, and then, you know, last night we went to a friend's birthday, and we sat outside and just enjoyed each other's company. That was so good. And so I'm just like, encourage everybody. If you can get it, get it. If you have a health issue that is keeping you from getting it, get it as soon as that health issue is up. It's really nice to have my life back somewhat right now. The awkward team's phase. You know what? I like asses, so I still call it the ass phase. I think that there's nothing wrong with the ass phase. I love the Chimera Color stuff. I have the first core set. Very good paints. I am not great at mixing all of my tones, but I like using them to augment my tones. So like, I'm not good at just straight up painting with them. I find myself to kind of be lost just because like I'm not actually that good of an artist. Like it's a whole thing. So, is YouTube working better for you? Twitch has been having a lot of weird problems for me too. What I love about the Chimera stuff is how rich the pigments are in it, though. Like you can get some like extremely vibrant stuff. Their red is unbelievable. What is happening here? There he goes. God damn. Dude, and you got all the extra Chimera paints, don't you? Yeah. Well, and you know, here's something that I think that we should totally normalize, like having multicolored armies, you know, like they don't all have to be the same color all the way through. Like maybe keep like models the same, but like if you change it up, like change it up, who cares? Yeah, no, I like them. I think there's some great colors. I think not yellow, warm yellow. Yellow's good. Yellow oxide, and isn't there a yellow ochre? Maybe that's just the one I'm thinking of. But their magenta is really hot. I love it. The limited palette's really nice. I'm starting to try to like think more about painting. I've been kind of out of it, you know, since I did like batch paint, and you know, like I did this guy and it's really cool, but it is kind of simplistic, and I need to go back and actually finish him up. Like I want to be able to like handle my neck pain, but I really like him, and he glows. Let's see if he still glows. Oh yeah, he's still glowing. We got a glowy boy here. Can't really tell on camera, but it's awesome. Well, yeah, and I think for you, like the 100 Kingdoms totally makes sense to do that with, because like it's the 100 Kingdoms. They are like the decentralized unit in Conquest. You don't need to just mix. No, you're totally right. My problem is like I have trouble sometimes getting these things down to actual glazes when they're that pigmented. I'm like, Jesus. Like this is super thin, and it is still like still going. Have that problem with Monument sometimes too, where I'm just like, really? This is not a glaze yet? Pure pigments totally react differently. They are, I mean, like you can actually use color math. Aw, thanks, Malnut. How you doing? How's life been going? Are your kids back in school? I hope they are. Mikey, they're probably pretty close to artist acrylics because they have the actual pigment name on them, which is what artist acrylics do. And like they are a little thicker, so like homeschooling this year. That's good, man. I'm glad that you guys are able to do that. That's it's got to be hard, but that's it's nice to be able to give them that option. Everything you learned about color theory was a lie. Yeah, right? New meta, I'm with you. I have a really hard time glazing with them. Like once they dry, like the glaze is actually there, but they are so strong pigmented. It's intense. Let's see here. What am I missing? Yeah. Oh, I need a shield. 10. Shield. Yeah, their colors are really, really complex. I have to take a stretch break here in a second, guys. I am old man Heath. I will say, Beefy Kobe, what's going on? How you doing today? Welcome to the murder basement. My back, I'm not getting the numbness in my hand the way I was a couple weeks back. So I'm in good shape in that respect, but you know, it's just kind of moved to a different spot in my neck, which actually gives me more instantaneous pain, even though I'm not getting the same numbness. So I don't know how long I will actually be able to make it in the stream today because of that, but that's okay. We do our best. We do our best. Excellent. What's your new project gonna be? Ooh, cool. Are you going to be doing like a lot of kit bashing for it, or just a custom paint scheme on it? I like this dude's little butt that's on this. Like he's got some serious cheeks going on there. Ooh, Mark III Marines. Mortal Kombat 3 Marines. All Sonya Blades. Jax. I definitely need to change my sitting position. Like, I sit on my leg because I'm very comfortable here. I need to change some shit up. I'm doing better with stretching and moving more. I went and I actually mowed the lawn this week, and while it was like way more than my body really wanted to do, it like knocked out my back pain and just switched it over to neck pain. And neck pain I can actually get at and like kind of stretch. So I like for the last 3 days I haven't had any numbness, and I'm like pretty stoked about that. Like So I just need to change some stuff up. The problem with like painting is the way that I paint and the way that like I lean. I have really shitty like posture, and like I guess I could probably make my chair a little lower. Ah, look at that! I got a low chair going on. That might make it a little bit better. Actually, that's not bad. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. I'm really considering getting a gym membership because I need to lose my COVID 50 because I put on a lot more weight than I am ready for. That's very interesting to Matt. What I will say is that your tarot decks have no magic. The magic was in you all along. They are just things that are printed in China. You're also hoping. So I've been thinking a lot about like adding another day of streaming. Um, and I've been thinking a lot about bringing music back into the mix because I got to start. I got to start working on this other podcast, and I got to start working on some of my music. But I want to do like tarot stuff, and I'm thinking tarot stuff. I need to just pick a day and just do it. So it's always hard if I'm painting to like switch back and forth, and it gets like mentally really draining. And like doing tarot readings is just mentally draining anyways, even if you're just doing it for fun. Like the just getting your intuition as triggered as you can the whole time is like really exhausting. And that 14, 15. Like way more exhausting than I would have guessed. What used to be muscle isn't anymore. Yeah, dude. Congrats, man. Oh, hey, check that out. I missed that from Beefy Kobe. When they lost the war, the traders released a virus on the homeworld that fused metal into flesh. Oh, interesting. Very nice. Plague also reanimates the dead, and when the fungal plague begins to take over the course, resulting in blood-crazed psychos. I like that. That sounds very fun, and something that could very easily be a Games Workshop thing. Like it fits the lore. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Over Smash, that's a pretty good idea. I need to actually like do like when I think about doing this stuff, I actually need to think about like I don't have to do these things every week. I can do them in ways that make sense. By the way, how you doing today? Welcome to the chat. Okay, the lower chair is working better than I want to admit. My neck is hurting like 30% less. Were you here for the wholesome homework? Yes, I know that feeling. Like, part of me is wondering if I should just sell all of my 40k armies and just keep my Slanesh army. Lower chair for the win! Glad you're doing well. I can't remember. Did you say that you got your vaccine in you? I mean, like, dude, if you're interested in AdMech and Imperial Knights and all that, it's something that I've strongly considered. Yeah, I'm just keeping all my chaos stuff. I have lots of it, and I bought lots of it with the intent of playing it, but also I'm just kind of like really not into it at the moment. Anzig, my friend, what's up, buddy? Whoa. Yeah, back in Feb. Cool. Since you're local, we should try to... I'm kind of in this, like, zone of, like... I'm feeling the, like, magic of being able to be around people, and so maybe we should do, like, hang out at, like, a game shop or something, and, maybe play, like, a quick game of something. To buy a knight. Dude, I have 3 knights and 2 armigers and one of the big ones, the one that everybody hated, the Castellans. Yeah, I got a bunch. Who wants more mech robot stuff? Working on a commission, D&D or 40K. Aw, damn, that sucks. Slow rollout. Man, I'm telling you guys right now, like, in America, we fucked it up here in Missouri. Like, our governor did this thing. Story time with Heath. I'm gonna have something. We're gonna stretch our arms. Everybody do a little stretch. What's going on, Flukesy? How you doing? So, here in Missouri, the governor sent out to all of the counties, like, anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 vaccines when it first rolled out. But he still was only doing the rules that, like, people 75 and above could get it. So, like, rural Missouri was getting 1,000 vaccines, and but only like 13 people could use them. So they were like piling up. So these like places out in the middle of nowhere were like, "Hey, come to us. Like we want to give it to you." So they were giving it out to literally anybody who would drive. So I have friends who drove 4 hours to get a vaccine. It's like, that fucking sucks. Just need some heads up. I feel you there, Oprah. Right on, dude. Oh, fucking Richard. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, man. Nurgle Demons. A great unclean one and a snail guy. Aw. Dude, Mikey, get that guy some flowers. And if he doesn't like flowers, get him, like, a booby magazine or something. And put googly eyes on all the boobs. Just so, like, he'll laugh. Do something for him. Let him know that this world's hilarious and great. Looks like Richard's doing his homework early. We got the Newtons out. We're doing it. Got a good stretch going on. So one of my Patreon subscribers sent me this, like, stretch where you, like, take your arm and you go right angle out while leaning your head in the opposite direction. And it has been such a good stretch because, like, it stretches your tendons from, like, the beginning of your finger, like, all the way up your neck. So it gets a lot of that tightness out. You go in for the weird second COVID shot. Excellent. The second one, my wife has actually had, like, no real problems from. The first one she had a lot of weird side effects from. I got the Johnson & Johnson. It was fucking crazy. Oh shit, he can weld? Yeah, dude. Ask him to teach you how to weld. That's the shit right there, man. I love welding. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to. I used to do it all the time. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I've been doing like wall push-ups and stuff, but like I could totally see that. So the second Pfizer made you feel shitty, Anzig. My wife, she had a little swollen arm, but she like was like a little weird, but like nothing. It's amazing. Plastic weld. Dude, when I was doing synthesizers and building synths, that was like welding for me, just not as sparky. If it's sparky, you're doing it wrong. Oh, that's awesome, Proof. I think that's like really great skill. Okay, leaning back in. Lean back in. We're doing this. I'm proud of everybody who's done it, and like I'm proud of everybody for not being like super judgmental to the people who can't right now. You know, I've only met one person who just straight up said like she just doesn't understand how the vaccine works, and she's like, why would I put a virus in my body? I'm like, well, that's not how it works, but I'm not gonna have this conversation with you at work. Oh, dude. I will say this: if you're talking doing like tubes, ants, and stuff, like you can buy those kits. Like you can make an old like you know, plexi and things like that. I am like terrified of the amount of voltage that it takes. So like those are the ones that like while the actual weld and stuff is not so bad, the it's the wiring and stuff that's the scary shit. So just be very careful when you do it. I had a friend who built a synth out of vacuum tubes, and he was like, it was cool, it was not worth the effort, and it is very dangerous to work on and to operate. You know, and that's the messed up thing. She's not an idiot. She's a little hippy dippy, you know, like, so I figured she would be like all about you know, getting the vaccine, and like that was her excuse. Is like why would I get a virus put in my body? I'm like, well, that's not how it works, but you know, like, it's cool. I'm not gonna fight with you here. You're giving me money to do things. And I've chosen to not fight with these people about anything anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. My pride, not worth it. Go on the arm. Oh my god. These models are rad looking. I love this shit. These I'm like, these Underworld models are so freaking cool. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's really sad. Sorry for your loss, bud. It's a hard thing. Turbo, hey man, remember I grew up in Oregon. I saw that shit all happen firsthand. Those people are fucked. Aw, oh, man. Sorry to hear that, guys. It is so hard. You can track them on my phone with my implant. That's also just because you hacked my phone the other day, Richard. I asked you to stop doing that, but you know, I guess my wishes aren't any of your concern, really, right? Yeah, we're open here, man. I feel ya. It's all about love and support here in the Murder Basement, in a place that has the word murder in the title. We want to support you. This shit is so fragile. Why did they do it like this? Dude, building a Princeton would be fucking cool, though. Those little amps are awesome. Orthober, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Dude, I need to talk to you about carving wood in sorts and things I need to know about one of these days. So maybe could do a chat or something one of these evenings. I've got an idea, and I'm a little nervous about the amount of time I'm going to put into something. Dude, Prue, I'm with you. Like, I'm totally Prue. I'm totally Prue. I'm totally with you on that one. No. I'd rather know. Oh, right on, dude. Have a nice rest of your weekend. Go do that homework. Send people that love. We better be death positive. You know we're death positive. Sure. All right, dude. I appreciate that. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to run down the stairs and grab some ibuprofen here soon. I'm trying not to take NSAIDs all the time, but it's been really helpful getting through all of this. It's like whatever damage I cause is healing, and you know, so I can get to the point where I'm not taking pills all the time. Oh, dude, Matt, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's intense. Dude, cancer fucking sucks. It sucks. Did you... Excedrin is your buddy. Excedrin is... Well, at least Excedrin Extra Strength is mostly caffeine. So I try to stay away from it, because it hurts my tummy some. I think this takes normal blades. These are the blades that it came with extra ones. I believe these are exactly the ones that I use. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. This weird art bin that I have things in. Of course, I don't have any blades in there. I have no idea where that shit is. I don't know where anything is anymore. Hey, I found a Mike Disney sticker. Overgored. I think they just take regular blades. I don't think you need anything special. Purple heart can be toxic. Interesting. No, I've just got like I got this old gun stock that I've been thinking about, like how like the old mountain men, you know, pioneers, like something that my dad and I were talking about was like, you know, if you get any antique rifles, most of the time they have like carvings on the stock of like, I got this kill then, and you know, and like they kind of tell like this weird history and things of the people who owned it before. And I think that that's, you know, kind of an interesting... Oh man, I broke that tip off. Oh well. An interesting kind of romantic idea. And And so I was thinking about doing something kind of similar, using like tarot iconography to carve an old gun stock out and make some and stain it, because it's just like a basic like walnut stain. It's not. I don't even think it's walnut. I think it's like Luan or something. It's got a really interesting grain. And you know, carve it and maybe like do some pyrography or whatever when you burn it. The little drawer labeled magnets. Oh shit, that's intense. Yeah, man. So for like that's such a hard thing, having to do stuff like that. And if I was using things like a leave, I think I probably would. But like ibuprofen's a little lighter. You know, it doesn't work as long. But I have to be careful of what I eat along with it, because if I start eating something that is generating more acid, like I am back in. I think it's solid. I do not believe it is a laminate. I mean, like it's a I say it's old. It's a new Ruger 1022. It's you know, pretty standard as far as like, oh shit. It's a pretty standard you know, rifle stock. And so I think it is walnut or a walnut derivative. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that, like roses as like, instead of like cross-checkering, using roses or flowers or something as like at the oh hey, there's a nub, as the like ornaments. I was kind of thinking about doing that on here if any of you guys are interested in seeing it. You know, some wood carving stuff, seeing me learn it. Diamond wood. That sounds fucking crazy. Grackle, where's you at? Where's you at? What happened here? How did I... Oh, there it is. Hey. I'm thinking about it. But you can make anything you need out of hemp, man. I was thinking about it. Yeah, like, I want to do something a little different, a little, like, you know, like, it needs to be super Heath, you know, like, I want it to be like, you know, tarot magic shit. But, you know, not quite there yet. Just kind of haven't ever done anything like that. You're interested in watching whatever I do, boy. Well, that is very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Let's get this in here now. That's all kind of sticky. Weird. Some of their designs on, like, I'm confused on why they are doing them the way that they are. Yeah, please. Okay, so we've got a bunch of new people streaming. Everybody, go give Sinister Grackle a follow. Longtime supporter of the Murder Basement family. Started streaming last week, I think, and unfortunately he does it while I'm working, so I can't see him. But go give him a follow. And Signarly, who was in chat a little bit earlier, he just started streaming last night. And so make sure you give Signarly a follow, because he is going to be teaching us how to get the grim dark on to like the next level. He's the future of the grim dankness. Dude, I liked the blow drone. I thought you did an awesome job with that. And dude, I'm with you about hating things until you put the streaking grime on or the oil. Like you're like, this looks like absolute garbage. And then you get that on, you're like, oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah. Sinister Grackle, Signarly. Go see these people. Give them support. Dude, I would love to see that. Yeah, man. Please send me a photo of that. I'm just trying to like kind of learn. Like I've watched a couple YouTube videos and they're all just like, your best thing that you can do is just do it. And I'm like, okay, well like that's all well and good, but like also I like to have a little bit of understanding before I just jump into something like that. Dude, there's no such things as wasted days. There's only wasted opportunities. Done. Done. Okay, I'm all caught up on building my Warhammer Underworld stuff now. All of it is built. It's CYG Signarly. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going back through our chat and I just saw your pie to Matt and it made me like fucking instantly jealous. Signarly with a Y. Okay. Make sure you give him a follow. Let's see here. But it's a gorgeous ass phase. It just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, the 38 you don't see a whole lot anymore. It's a little bit more gun than most anybody needs. And the revolver thing, even though like realistically, like I kind of like I don't know, I oscillate back and forth on that. Like I would be all right with cops not having, semi-automatic 16 round clips. I personally would be all right with that. There's something to be said about 7-shot rotary fucking revolvers. All right. Got my next project sitting right here. I got another Monument Hobby sticker thing that I got. He pushed the wrong button and it closed everything. Oh shit. I dig them too. I think that they're really cool. I just like how like you can see the genesis of everything. I think it's really fun. It's the trolls. My box of Conquest stuff like finally came like a month later. I kind of forgot I had ordered them. You can't own pistols over here unless you extend them to a minimum length. So, yeah, like you can't own stubdos and stuff. Oh, holy shit. Did you get that dragon? Is that what I remember you saying that you got? Some dragons? That would be rad. Oh my god. 90s troll hair on them. Mild boy, SBC, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? If you're stuck in an ad, I'll wait. Matt, stop calling out my mental health with your button talk. Here's some. Oh, you got Gaia. Oh shit. Oh, and you got Joan of Arc. I'm very excited for. I mean, like, I think Carol Rudick's stuff is just awesome. Like, period. It's so good. It's interesting. Like, I don't know what the balance is here. You know, part of me is like sane people. Like, waiting a day or so, you know, even waiting a week isn't the end of the world if it's something that you want, you know, like, we can all do that, especially if it helps slow people down from being crazy. But, like, I'm, like, really confused at just, like, the fervor around them. I'm like, I don't think that that's actually necessarily healthy, you know? The place goes nuts. Sounds good, Sinister Gaggle. I will say this, too. Man, Conquest has really upped their sculpts. It's amazing what 3 years of learning will do to them. Some Blood Bowl. Never played Blood Bowl. It always seems like an interesting thing. I think I would only take part in Blood Bowl if it, like, a shop was doing, like, a league with it. I think then I could get into it. But if we were just, like, doing Blood Bowl, I don't know if that's really my thing. There we go. We're just clipping sprues today, people. That's what we're doing. Is my stream down? Looks like it's still going. At least on Twitch it is. It's a super salty game. Never played Blood Bowl. It seems... I mean, like, I'm not a big sports guy. And it is a sports game. You know? So... like, I get it. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. I really like the Ecstasy Matriarchs. I have all of those. I like their Ecstasy models. They're cool and weird. Ah, god damn it. All right, we're just gonna start like clipping shit. I think they don't look that complicated. There is. Let's see here. I think they just have fronts and they have backs. Yeah, fronts and backs. Clubs. Clubs and clubs. I have no idea. So like I may be a Vanguard, but I do not know what's going on with them right now. Like, if it's one of their resin ones, like, that stuff hasn't shipped out at all. But, like, this order sat in, like, terminal hold for, you know, over a month, and then all of a sudden I got a notification that it shipped, and then I got a notification that it was out for delivery, like, literally 5 minutes later, and it showed up later that day. It was crazy. Absolutely insane. Huh. You can email them, man. They're really responsive to, like, if you email them. I was supposed to get the bow chosen to paint on stream a while back, and I have yet to hear hide nor hair from them. They haven't said anything about it, so I haven't seen any of that shit. Which sucks, because I want it. I want it. And I want it now. Dude, I think just the cats are totally fine, man. And I'll send you a couple bucks, dude, for that. I appreciate it. So you know you're not out anything for shipping and everything too, because that'll make this whole thing like super cool. As long as they're roughly the same size, totally fine with it. They added more models like 3 days later. It's the way it goes, man. I never do anything at the right time. It's always the wrong time. I woke up with 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We come together 'cause opposites attract, and you know it ain't fiction, it's a matter of fact. We come together 'cause opposites attract. Dude, like, I actually was listening to Duran Duran the other day. That is a band that is, like, underrated as fuck. They're amazing. They're an amazing band. Been, I've had a lot of weird songs stuck in my head. What else did I have stuck in my head today? I was like, why are you there? MC Scat Cat. I don't like cigarettes, I like to smoke. I don't know anybody who'd be like, I don't like cigarettes and I'm gonna date a smoker right now. I think that is of a bygone era. Cause it's 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Paula Abdul, man. It took me a while to realize how much I like Duran Duran, because, like, you know, they become the ass end of a lot of jokes. But when you actually, like, hear their music, you're like, son of a bitch, they're, like, a really good band. Like, a really good band. So it wasn't 2 guys named Duran Duran. Like the 2 Ronnies. Did any of you guys watch Derek on Netflix? It was Ricky Gervais, and he was like an orderly at a British retirement home. And they put on a play about how Duran Duran met and started the rock power group, Duran Duran, and just like everything about it was one of the silliest things I had ever seen on TV. It was so funny. Jill Tracy, that's a name I don't know. And 90s Arabic old lady pop, just as usual. What is Arabic old lady pop? That sounds interesting to me. Hook it up. And explain Jill Tracy to me more, because that's a name I don't recognize. Right now I'm building trolls from Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings. Giggle and Geek Cat, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Are you ready for your homework assignment? I promise you'll love it. And I promise that you'll actually get it. You'll get it. We can now start the stream. All right, we're in it. We're going back to the beginning. Hold on. We're starting the stream. Oop. Hold on. Back at it. From the top. From the top. We got this. 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. We come together 'cause opposites attract. It ain't fiction, it's a matter of fact. Stream is way behind for you. Are you on Twitch or the YouTubes? Seemed like Twitch was being weird today. Ooh, that sounds good. Warda. Okay, alright. Prue, are you in the Discord? You should be in the Discord, and you should share this stuff in music, because I appreciate new artists. That's right, my pen died. Where's all my chat? Ah! I don't have anything to write with right now. The only fact is I can't sing. Whisper it to me if you're not in the Discord, because I don't want to lose that. And Paint Monkey, I disagree. I can sing. I can sing a lot. I just can't sing well. Twitch chat, gotcha. Weird. So, are you ready for the homework? I think you're gonna like this one. Homework. We got homework. Some wholesome homework here. And whoever said it earlier, I don't know if Giggling Geekette can get any more wholesome. I would agree with that statement. Okay, so here's the homework. After talking with some friends and some streamers, and the stresses that they have put, truthfully, that they put on themselves to produce content for their Patreon, when, like, you know, their Patreon isn't like that their main, you know, source of income or anything like that. It's just something that they have. Like they say it's really hard and they feel like they're doing a bad job for their people, and it's negatively affecting their mental health. And I've always been under the guise that like Patreon is not something that should for like individual artists is not something that should be treated as like the thing where you make Bitter Brush, what's going on? It's not that I think that the people should be like we shouldn't be forced to be producing more stuff than we're already producing just because somebody's giving us money on Patreon, unless if that is the whole setup of the Patreon. And even then, I would encourage every content creator to just not do that to themselves. Just let it be a place where people can support you, and if you have something extra, you can put it there as something special, but like not make it the thing, because pretty soon you'll grow to resent this really interesting way to interact with your fans. And so what I think, as all of us fans of content creators should do, is we should sorry, my brain just shut off here. I'm gonna set this down because I can't do both. My brain's too linear right now. We should remind all of our favorite content creators that the reason that we follow them is not because they make all this extra stuff on Patreon for us. The reason that we support them on Patreon, on Twitch, on YouTube is because we like them and we want to show our kindness. So I'm encouraging everybody to send at least one PM to someone that you back and just say, thank you so much. I whether I back you for a month or for a year doesn't change the fact that I love what you do and I respect you as a content creator and an artist, and I don't expect anything back for this. This is my way to help you keep chasing your dream. And that's the wholesomeness. We want the content creators to stop looking at these things as extra work, and looking at these things as ways to have deeper interactions with fans, and not be something that is a stress, or not be something that is a net benefit in their life. I it makes me sad when I hear that. So Anzig's here just for see, Geekette, you're one of the reasons why I thought of that, because you do, and I think that that's really, really sweet. And so like, yeah, I agree. We can't really make Geekette more wholesome, but I think that that's a really important thing. And if you are in someone's Patreon, because that's like their business platform where they do things, like maybe let them know that like, that's not the only reason that you're there. You're there because you believe in them, and I think that'll go a long way. I think some of our creators need to hear that right now. Oh my god, what's going on here? I'm just gonna have this huge pile of trolls in front of me. Oh yeah. All right, now we're on to the butts. We got backs and butts. Their weapons are pretty gnarly. He's got keys all over that. Pretty dig it. I'm excited about these. All right, I need to go get a little bit more ibuprofen. I'm gonna put us on a hold screen for a second. Hope you all stick around. Like, get up, stretch, give a stretch and a bend. Yeah. I love you guys. I'll be back in just a second. You guys have no idea. I just stepped on a sprue. That is not a fun thing to be barefooting. Got the MadWorks airbrush in? I don't know what the MadWorks airbrush is. And the two-factor authentication in Discord is garbage. I always have problems with that. I don't have quite hobbit feet yet, but I am like barefoot most of the time because I like it. It feels good. But not gonna lie, that sucked. Could you not hear music in the hold screen? I should have turned it up. So, would any of you guys be interested in me doing music streams where I'm working on music for the podcasts, the plural for what I'm doing right now? Is that interest any of you at all? But you vacuum regularly. Yeah, mine is... I try to keep the floor clean, but... see if you can see it. All there. That's all my sprues. This is a lot of sprues. Because I'm an idiot. Sure, you'd hang. Sprues, Legos, D4s. Nerds are masochists. Oh, that's awesome. 51 bucks is a good value for an airbrush. Music streams, right on. I can't promise it'll always be like fun and or like pleasant, as like there's always, you know, you think the ass phase of a model sucks. The ass phase of music is like, it's just like one of the worst things in the world. I try to talk to friends about it, and like some of them are still like really romantic about music creation. I'm like, I've been doing it for so long, I have troubles being like as optimistic about it. You'll hang whenever you can. All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm accompanied by some country. What country are we listening to, Sultan Sassy? Anything good? Yeah, listening to music production can be tedious. Yeah, it's always one of those things. Like, it's great when it's like in the like final mix down phase, and you're like, oh, cool, we actually get to see how this is done. But like, yo, the first time I did music on Twitch, or the second time I did the song "Sunrise on the Dunes of Iraq." Jordan Davies, kind of chill. I like chill music. My brain just shut off here. Yeah. So like for about an hour I tuned white noise. Like literally I had a white noise generator going off, and on my modular synth I tuned it so it sounded like wind was going. And I was like, this has to be horrible for anybody listening. It has to be horrible. And I'm sitting here having fun, like, figuring out all my shit. Dialing compressor while looping that one bar over and over. Yeah, right? It's not always fun, music creation. Cool update on things in my life. I think after next week my life's going to get a little bit more back to normal, which will give me a little bit more bandwidth to like be available. Kayla is recovering well from her surgery, so she'll be back at work not next week, but the week after that, which is nice. I doubt that she's going to be good enough to work all day long or anything. Like she just went through a hell of a thing, so I'm fully expecting her to like take a lot more time to get back in the swing of it than maybe she is ready for. But it's just nice knowing that I'll have someone who is good at the upstairs thing being part of it, because only one person doing the upstairs stuff it's a lot. It's a lot to not have a little bit of support, so I'm very excited about that. I'll try to keep horrible things like working on tuning white noise out of the streams. But I've got to come up with some nice ambient stuff. I've got a podcast that I need to come up with music for. I'm working on the next phase of Hobby Time in the Murder Basement, and so it's going to need some music too. And I've been kind of tooling with the idea of making like dungeon synth music for like D&D dungeon crawls and stuff. And so I want to do some more music for something like that. So I'm getting ideas. It's a huge load off. I mean, even if it's just someone who can fucking answer the phones and like you know, like Andy, it's finally taken Andy till this week to get comfortable with just answering the phone. He's such an introvert that like he just couldn't do it, and I was like, man, I need it. And the nice thing is, come May 1st, we're gonna go to appointments preferred, but we're gonna have the front door unlocked because we'll all be vaccinated, and that'll also make it a little bit easier of us not having to like navigate everybody through scheduling appointments. I can just come in, and it's not a whole lot of barrier to entry to get people in the store. We can start changing that up. Yeah, dude, Prue, you're not wrong. Like if I'm feeling it, like, and like I'm not one of those guys that does like samples. Like I like the sound design aspect of making music. So like I would sit there and I'd be trying to make bone crush sounds with synths. How do we make the sound? Let's synthesize it. Which is awesome. I mean, that's one of my favorite parts of synths is like, you know, you don't need to have virtuoso skills to do cool sounding stuff. You can just, excuse me, use your imagination and actually just travel with it. As long as we don't try to do the sound of one hand clapping. I find that if you're doing the one hand clapping sound, it just sounds like lackluster sex sounds, like balls bouncing off of butts. You know, that sort of thing. It's not fun. You're better off just actually clapping with one hand than making it. It's just really anemic and horrible. And we just accidentally made sex sounds. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Oop. Gonna have to separate all these pieces now. I was not thinking this through. Not bad. Okay, so how do these arms attach? What is that all about? Okay, that's not so bad. It's actually a pretty decent seam too. Cool. Zambies, you want a joke? You having a day? Do you need a joke? I can, or do you want to know what everybody else is laughing about? Because I was just being dirty. This was basically saying that, like, you guys big sad? Aw. I'll give you one of these. This is a big hug. This is a big hug. It's a big hug right now for you. It's a big hug. Is there anything I can do to help? I'll repeat what I just said, and it might make you giggle. Like, it might help some of it. Oh, hi Nevik, how you doing, buddy? So I was saying that when you're making, like, synthesizing sounds, and you want to make the sound of one hand clapping, when you're doing a synthesizer and trying to make that, like, anemic clap sound out, it basically just sounds like lackluster sex sounds, just like balls kind of bouncing off of stuff. So yeah, that's what we were laughing about earlier. An audio image that will now forever be stuck in your head. Oh my god, Demat, that sounds like a great idea. Do that shit. Things and stuff. No be sad, balls on butts. Balls on butts. No be sad, balls on butts. It's the murder basement mantra. Balls on butts. Unpacking the hobby room. Did you guys just move? Did that all go down? How was that? Everything go all right? That's where we were at today. Balls on butts. Oh shit. It's too weak. Oh. That's a pretty good dad joke. It's a dad joke to the max. What's up, Trader Legions? How you doing? Hope your day is going well. Ooh, I'm melting holes into my new mat. It's already happening. Oh shit. Nope. There we go. Suppose it's okay. Dude, it's always okay. The expectations to get stuff on, they are self-imposed. Everyone is just happy with you being you. Today, my son asked, "Can I have a bookmark?" And I burst into tears. 11 years old, and he still doesn't he still doesn't know that my name is Brian. A friend of mine is a vegan, but you've probably never heard of her before. Zambies, I hope you are here. Dad jokes are happening to the max, and they are good. They are very good. Nope. Yeah. We have not had a good shout today. Zambies, this one made me smile a bit. But will shouting help you? I think we need a shout for the next 20 minutes at 2:20. Caps locks on. We're yelling. We're doing this. Orthober, we always wanna hear a dirty one. Bruce, I'm so mad at that vegan joke. Finally unleashed. It's Salt and Sassy. I think Salt and Sassy is the reason why you're here, is to shout. Like, I need you to shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do. Why do Scots wear... Oh dear, what's happening? Why do Scots wear kilts? Here it is. I'm ready. Oh dear, what's happening? I'm the only one who lets you be free with shouting. You can always be free with shouting in my room. I support that wholeheartedly. Oh damn. Oh damn. That's also, you're awesome. Oh no, you're awesome. You're awesome. Sorry for my Scottish friends in chat. Damn it. Oh boy. You thought that was the Welsh. Nope, not that one. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Scots can take it. What kind of music do worms listen to? Underground. Anytime someone talks about kilts, I think about the song where someone woke up under a tree with a blue ribbon. I don't know that one. I found... Not only did I find some of it, I found twos of it. I have two Tamiya oranges because I ordered one and they shipped it from frickin' China. It came from China. It's like, that was not what I was expecting, but I am glad that it's here. Tamiya Orange is just like a really good glue. It really sticks quite well. It's kind of one of those things that, like, it's a little bit more viscous, so it stays on, doesn't evaporate as fast, so it, like, melts it much quicker. So, like, instead of doing it on both sides, I'm just doing it on one. And it melts right through these nubs. Yeah. It's tackier. Scotsman by Brian Bowers. I don't know if I know that one. If I do, I don't know it by the name. Yeah, the brush, it is much bigger. I bet this would make some amazing sprue goo. Ah, thanks to Matt. I appreciate that. Let's see here. It's these two that go together. Nope, definitely not those two. Maybe these two? Nope. Maybe this one? Ah, yes, that one. Such an old joke, so bad. I'm pretty excited about all of these trolls. Like, the reason why I picked the Nords was not because, like, I have a huge fondness for Viking culture or anything like that. I mean, I did start listening to Amon Amarth when they released One Cent from the Golden Hall, but, like, that's neither here nor there. What I liked is that they had monsters, they had trolls, they had werewolves. That's what really got me interested in them as a faction. I was like, I'm going to be playing something like this. I want the monsters. I think that is the cool shit. I have the quick setting, Tamiya Extra Thin quick set. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but I have it because I bought it on accident. I thought it was the exact same as the other stuff. It is not. But the orange, you guys, Anzig, you were right. Matt, you were right. This shit is awesome. I like just like the regular extra thin, which comes. Bitterbrush, thanks for the follow, man. Like the quick set comes in a brighter yellow cap. The regular extra thin is this stuff right here, which the extra thin, I turned that into sprue goo. That shit is pretty much magic. Or as Jay from Eons of Battle says, the extra thick. Makes them extra thick. Congratulations to all everybody who's been sending in pictures of the EOB complete and got featured on their YouTube videos. That's awesome. I think Scotch and Hobbies got featured. Sinister Grackle got featured. I want to say someone else did too. It's so cool. Super cool. If you want fast set, then use CA. Mikey, you're not wrong with that, man. I actually like using super glue quite a bit. But what I like about plastic glue is, like, if you get it and it actually, you know, you can melt nubs, you can do all sorts of things with it, and I think it's really a good finish to use. I have plans to make a cover to go on the extra thick. Oh yeah, like a label. For mica glue, I am unfamiliar. What does that do? Is it like a contact cement? Or you, by pressure, it sets? That's what it kind of sounds like. Totally just drop more glue in the exact same spot. It's gonna eat a hole right through this new mat. Damn it. For mica glue, the fastest way to fuck up a countertop. I got glue all over that one. There it is. It's pretty nice about this orange stuff is, like, you just kind of like squeeze it together and they just really do bond really well. Oh. I do own a circular saw. Is that... would that be called fucking up, or is that just, like, destruction? Oh, I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that. Gonna have glue all over this thing. So much glue. Oh my god. It's squeezing out. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's like, is SD talking to us? Hi SD, how you doing? Hope your day is going well. The wee babe. I'm glad that he was yelling too, you know? He's ready for this. Way to fuck up with the saws, putting your finger in it. Okay, so have any of you guys researched those stop saws? Where they put like a brake in the underneath the saw, and essentially they shit. They put an electrical charge through the blade, and the second that you hit moisture, so vis-a-vis blood, it causes the saw to stop and get sucked underneath the countertop, so you don't lose digits. It's pretty amazing. The chair lowering is actually helping, like, quite a bit. It's amazing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it the full 3-hour stream today. Like, I'm still pretty sore, but I'm actually very surprised at how well I'm doing right now. Um, those saw stops look cool. They test them with the hot dogs. Yeah. I am still like terrified of saws, but it's not supposed to cut a hot dog. My whole thing is like, I get it. I get that doing things to make things safer is awesome, but also like stop saws are expensive as fuck. And if you like, I'm actually like really nervous about like cutting too wet a wood. Like last year we were cutting some wood and it was like basically like fucking green on the inside. And I'm like, wouldn't that be enough to break the ground? It just kind of freaks me out because like it seems like, because if you do it, it's cost like $1,400 to replace it. It's expensive to get and it's expensive to fix. It's like an $800 part that you have to replace the entire stop. Yeah. And so it's no, it doesn't go off on wet wood. Because like that's like the only thing, like I haven't seen anybody like it works fine with wet wood. Interesting. I have this really old table saw at work, like it's from like the 30s. It's this really cool old German, meant for picture framing. It's a roller top, and so it's meant to do 45-degree angles and stuff like that. It is one of the most dangerous saws I have ever used in my entire life. It's fucking terrifying. My grandpa's friend, his carpenter, he showed him his hand and said, "I'm not missing any of my fingers because I took all the safety crap off so I can see the blade." I'm sure that there is some truth to that, and I'm sure that there is just like people who like are, nobody likes to learn the safety stuff, and to me, like, well, it's boring. It's really important. It's like way more important. Yeah, as you should be. You should be scared of your saws. Like, that's a thing. Like, I got this like cool grabber to like move pieces of wood through the saw. I come downstairs. I'm watching Andy like use a stick to push something. I'm like, dude, I bought this thing that like will protect you. Like, use this. And he's like, huh, interesting. He's like using a stick pushing wood through. I'm like, bandsaw is very good. There's this one YouTuber I watch. It's Woodworking for Mere Mortals, and he has a bandsaw that was really cheap, and eventually he the plate underneath it got hooked on a piece of wood and it broke, and it sucked this piece of wood into the saw. Luckily, his hands were out of the way. It didn't hurt him. Put a circular saw underneath it and you have a blade come up through the crack. That's how shaper tables are. They're basically fucking routers. Yeah, I think that the blade covers suck, but I think the knife is very smart to keep on as it keeps it from binding. This wasn't like a good push stick though. The way he was doing it, I was like, this thing is like, you're just asking for this thing to get caught. Over Smash, I was literally saying the same thing the other day. Like, especially living here in St. Louis, like, driving cars are fucking terrifying, and everybody in St. Louis drives drunk all the time. And I was just talking about how scared I am of that. And it was just funny. He was like, not. He was like, yeah, but like, but guns are. I'm like, yeah, but like, cars are fucking terrifying. And loads of idiots are fucking text messaging while driving. Are you serious? Thousands of hours, and last month he almost cut his hand off. Holy shit. That's... Oh, that's rough. That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I hope he's okay. I hope he gets full mobility back into it. Orthober, I'm with you. Like, so after I quit drinking, here's a fucking real story for you. I quit drinking. 2 weeks later, I had the last live show I ever performed, and it was horrible. Like, I was on stage sweating because I was so frustrated and nervous. It's exactly like it's exactly like driving in GTA over Smash. You're fucking you're totally right. I watch streamers on my phone while I drive. Paint Monkey, shame on you. Shame on you. We love the support. Keep us on, but don't watch us while driving. So I'm like, I get invited to go see a show like the next week, and so it's like I'm 3 weeks sober. And like I'm starting to like have that like, oh my god, this is so hard not drinking. And I go down to the Crack Fox. I see a couple industrial bands play, and I leave before the headliner because I didn't care to see him. And so I'm driving at like 11:30 in downtown St. Louis, and I'm like stone sober, and I almost got hit like 5 times before I even got out of downtown. And I realized that literally everybody on the road is drunk in St. Louis. They're just drunk all the time here. And the way I always felt safe in St. Louis driving was being drunk as well. Like I used to drink and drive all the time. I think about that, and I had this like absolute fucking like anxiety attack driving home. And I remember getting home and having all this guilt that I, used to do this thing. And I'm sitting there driving through downtown, and like just being really vigilant, watching myself. But I realized that like the most dangerous thing I do in my life is drive, and driving at night here in St. Louis is terrifying. What happened with Dave's mini art? He T-bowed by a dump truck that ran a red light? Holy shit. Oh, man. Crew, that's fucking crazy. So many people have never thought about it, but driving tired or sick, oh man, sick is just driving drunk. Yeah, it's bad. It's very bad. Trader Allegiance, you think that everybody should ride a motorcycle for 6 months before they can drive a car? I think that everybody should do that too. I love motorcycles. There's a reason why we require licenses and call driving a privilege. Yeah, I wish that more people would take that privilege way more seriously. Like, I feel very fortunate. The only accidents I've ever been in were because of icy roads, and I didn't have I just spun off the road. I didn't end up in an accident with another car. I feel very fortunate. Knock on wood, it's like one of those things. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't. Oh, I want to change this up. Let's mute this. Let's do this one. Oh, Illuminati. Here we are. We can go back to worms. Let's go back to worms. I've been thinking, like, I go with a lot of these backgrounds, and I think I should probably switch them up more. But it's scary. Like, I am, like... being sober in a town that drinks as much as St. Louis was a real eye opener, and I hope that all of you, like, I know I can't be there all the time, and I know that, like, if you do drink and have, and drive, like, we all get in that false sense of security, but please, like, especially as we're getting out of COVID and getting back to some sort of reality, like, taxis and Ubers are, and Lyfts are really smart to make sure that you don't drive drunk, because it's very scary. It's very scary. I think I'm gonna hop off here. My back and neck are starting to howl at me, and so I think I got to do more stretching and more moving around. Excuse me. Maybe take a shower or something. Hootie hoot. Hootie hoot. Oh my god, what's going on, man? Mikey, I bet. I've seen how people drive there. I bet it's intense. Well, on my Harley back in 1919, I was hit by Castro Lewis, left the engine running, and got out of the dump truck. The e-brake broke and left. Oh my god. I was hit by Casper the Ghost. The guy left the engine running and got out of the dump truck. The e-brake broke and drifted down the hill in front of me. Oh my god, Paint Monkey. 98. Gotcha. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Oof. Oh, Giggling Geekette. I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry. I just was grabbing things. We'll go back to the 80s one. We know that that's good. Where we could have the void. The void. Nobody seems to complain on this one. Sorry about that. Didn't even think about that one. Yeah. So I'm gonna pass this on. I need to stretch. I need to move. I love you guys. I have so much fun. Remember your homework. Say something nice to a content creator that you love. If you support them on Twitch, if you support them on YouTube, if you support them on Patreon, send them a message. Remind them. You're here not because of what they give you. You're here to give them something because they have already given you something. Just what did you do, Heath? Man, take care of my injury. My mass production injury. So yes, everybody give your favorite content creators a hug. Zambies, I'm gonna give you again a big hug right now. Thank you so much for everything you do. Let's find somebody to pass this love on to. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Alright. Is anybody else just like totally tired of the ads on Twitch and how often they show up and how it's always like the same 3 ads and you have to sit through like a million of them? Is that a thing? Like, I'm crazy. It drives me crazy. Alright. We're gonna it looks like Bargeist is still doing it. Last time we went on and did this, I messed up and she was literally going, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Start that raid. Alright, everybody. I love you. This has been a great one. Thanks for hanging out. Love your content creators. Love your family. Love your friends. Love your chosen family. Everybody be good. I love y'all. If you want to support me in other ways, Patreons, I got one. If you want to support me on YouTube, you can do that too. But just you being here has been fucking fantastic, and I really appreciate it. Please take care of each other. Let's go say hi.
multiplied. Oh gosh, that's such a bad joke. Hi! It finally worked! You're there, we can spend some time together, that's amazing. How are you doing today? Kill the invaders! No, welcome the invaders and give them lots of love. Howdy raiders, how is everybody doing? I'm painting some galaxy today. Honestly, this is crazy fun, you guys should totally try that. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing on a galaxy